Alright, Shalom. I want to first start off giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, the men that taught us His truth, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham Rakakwadash, and peace and blessings unto the elect of the nation of Israel. Now this is going to be a short video. I'm going to play this news clip off of RT News. I got one scripture I'm gonna put with it, unless the Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai spirit upon me to bring out another scripture. So let's get straight into it.
Story about a 6-year-old boy in the US state of Texas who's been caught up in a really bitter custody battle between his divorced mother and father, and the fact that his parents further can't agree on which gender their child should be identified as is making the case even more complicated.
You're a boy, right?
No, I'm a girl.
Well, when with his mother, the boy known as James lives as a girl called Luna. Since he expressed an interest in wearing girls' clothes, the mother began referring to him exclusively as her and even enrolled the child in school under a female name. Now, I can tell you RT's host Sophie Shevardnadze speaks direct to James' father, Jeff Young. I'll give you throughout the day on this channel.
I took it very seriously because I'd had some information when I was still living with Aunt Georgilis, my ex-wife. She had been putting him into timeouts and saying things like the monsters only eat and some odd things like that. So when I heard this, I took it very seriously. He said, "Mommy tells me I'm a girl." And I would ask him, do you look like a girl? And he'd say, "No, but Mommy tells me I'm a girl." I just wanted to verify it, and I sent her a text and said, "Are you actually telling James that he's a girl?" And she's just replied simply yes, and then refused to talk to me about it. He's never presented himself as a girl to me ever. And in fact, with me, he violently rejects any female identity. He won't wear female clothes. He won't even wear boys' brief underwears because he says it's too much like girls' underwear.
Well, the father's long been fighting apparently for his son to be treated as a boy. Now been accused by his ex-wife of abusing their child for not affirming him as transgender and also for cutting his hair short.
The father has engaged in emotionally abusive behavior towards the child, as example only haircut and other non-affirming actions. Although unclear if this behavior rises to the level of family violence at this time, the father's aggression is becoming more common and more intense.
The temporary orders that I'm under before we go to final trial actually do allow me to address him as James and use male pronouns, but I cannot do that in front of third parties who know him as a girl. So basically, I can't go to his school. I keep him away from any friends he might have at school that know him as a girl. And at my home, he's known as James, and I use male pronouns. What I'm prohibited is actually a boy.
He's a boy when he's with you, and he is, forced to dress like a girl, or does he dress like a girl by his own will when he's with a mom?
I believe he dresses by his own will when he's with his mother. I just don't think he believes that she'll love him if he's a boy. Look, I consider this to be child abuse and the sexual mutilation of children on an industrial scale. So it makes me feel terrible. I can't believe that a mother would do this to her son.
The bigger backdrop to this.
All right, enough. Enough is enough. And the Most High is going to destroy this place. This is why America, which is in the scripture, is known as Babylon the Great, okay, as well as many other code names. The word Babel goes back to the Hebrew word babal, which means confusion. America is predicated upon confusion, okay? And the Most High is going to destroy the shit out of America, man. That's why when the missiles drop on America, but thermonuclear missiles or the warheads drop on this soil, it's going to blow this place and blow it off, basically blow it off the map. Okay? To where this place is going to be nothing more than a desert. Okay? Now this is going on. This account is in the state of Texas. Okay? And It's complete madness. I mean, this is complete fucking madness. It's complete and a complete abomination. All right, and that's because that's what America is all about. America is about going against the Most High. All right. According to the book of Psalms, chapter. Matter of fact, I'll get that scripture and I'll read one more scripture and I'll close this out. But this is a disgusting news clip, and this is just more. I mean, this shit is going on all over America and the beast. The beast being NATO and the EU. This is going on amongst them European countries and over here in America. Okay? Now let me find that scripture, Psalms 50. I believe it's Psalms 50. Psalms 50 in verse 16, it says, "But unto the wicked the Most High said, What hast thou statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth?" Now when the president is inaugurated, okay, they swear in upon the Bible, right? So you would think if they swearing on that book, then they're vowing to uphold the morality of that Bible or that book, okay, which is the Bible. All right. But that's not so, because that's why the Most High is posing this really this question. But unto the wicked, read that again. But unto the wicked, the Most High said, What hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth? And after these speeches, a lot of these addresses and union speeches that the president gives, or some type of government official or federal, when I would say federal, government, I'll just say government or state official, a lot of time they'll say, God bless America, especially the president. Okay? And the wicked has no business. The wicked is the so-called white man, which is the nation of Edom. And we know this because of Job. Well, one primary scripture is Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Okay, so we know that the so-called white man is ruling. We know that unless you just been living up under a rock somewhere, you're a complete idiot and a goddamn fool if you don't see that the so-called white man is down in the world. Okay. Now going back to this Psalms 50 and 16, the answer to that is the so-called white man don't have no business taking these words into his mouth. That's why one reason why this place is going to be judged, because America was supposed to be set up according to what they call the founding fathers, which is all bullshit, was supposed to be founded upon Bible principles. Okay? The Constitution was supposed to be constructed based upon biblical principles. Okay? Now reading on to the 17th verse, it says, "Seeing thou hatest instruction and casted my word behind thee." So the so-called white man hates instructions, which means he hates the law, statutes, and commandments written in his Bible, and he casts it behind him. The scripture is very clear on right from wrong and what's an abomination versus which is righteous. Okay, and this is an abominable act, and the woman has the authority to in this backwards ass kingdom to tell the kid, which the kid don't belong to the woman, the kid belongs to the man, to tell the child what gender they are. You know? Now over here in and it shouldn't be so. The man is the one that carries the authority. but not here in Babylon the Great, the place of confusion, the place of ass backwardsness. Okay, if that's even a word. So I'll end it on this scripture right here. Or scriptures, it's two of them. Isaiah 29:15. It says, woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord. Okay? Because, you still do have a lot of people out there that just think this shit is just happening. That this transgender thing is just something that's just, this way of life has just evolved and came around somehow. That this is not an agenda by the system. Now, who runs this system? The so-called white man. The Edomites. And they just been trying to keep this on the wraps, their secret societies and all their secret councils and their secret agenda, but now it's out there. Is it you exposed? It says, and their works are in the dark, and they say, who seeth us and who knoweth us? Well, first and foremost, the Most High see you, and now the whole world is seeing your ass, because the Most High done placed the spirit on the prophets and even on your own people, okay, to expose you. Now verse 16 says, surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. Okay, surely you're turning of things upside down. So it's telling us right here that the so-called, this is pertaining to the ones that's seeking deep to hide their counsel. They surely have turned things upside down. Okay, what does that mean? They telling you that there's more than that. A child can choose their gender. They're giving a child which don't know shit, don't know nothing, okay, that needs guidance and direction on every level, that they have the choice to determine their gender. It's complete bullshit. And then you got and really it's the parent, usually the fucking woman, okay, in most cases, that's gonna push that bullshit on the kid. All right, it says, surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay, and the Most High is the potter, and all his creation is the clay. Okay, and the Most High is gonna turn this world, earth, back into its proper order, and he's gonna destroy the shit out of these Edomites, man. You Edomites, your future, like the scriptures say, was it Lamentations 4:22? Rejoice, O daughter of Edom. Okay? You better live it up in your wickedness as while you got the time. Because your time of death, destruction, and slavery is coming. And you will not rule, and your rulership is over with. And white privilege, having the privilege of being a fucking Edomite, is over with. It's about to be over with. It says, for shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not. This is the so-called white man bucking up against the Most High. Or shall the thing framed say to him that framed it, he has no understanding. And of course, really the so-called white man is doing what he's created to do. Okay, I mean, he's doing what he was created to do, which is to be wicked and abominable. And none of the Most High's creation that really can buck up against the Most High. Okay, but Esau, in his warped mind, not understanding that the Most High is in control, he thinks that he's running shit on his own. Okay, and that he can change things the way he wanted and fuck with the Most High said about it as far as creation or anything. Okay, but the Most High set this man up to rule Babylon the Great NATO and the EU and spread this abominable energy across the face of the planet, and the Most High is about to take this piece of shit down, man. So I just want to bring this news clip out and hit a couple of scriptures. So with that, I hope this hope this lesson really just piss you off, and talking about us, that this shit does piss us off, But Lord willing, this video was edifying and exhorting to the spirit to, just keep pushing and protect the brothers that got children, man. Protect to the best of your ability, send up them prayers, anoint your kids, and try to keep them out the way of this system as much as you can. With that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakah Kodash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings unto the elect. Shalom.